Nav, aka Navraj Singh Goraya, is a Canadian rapper and producer of Indian Punjabi descent from Rexdale, Ontario. Nav's father was a forklift driver, and his mother a computer engineer. It was the influence of Nav's uncle, who was a popular singer in Punjab, that sparked Nav's interest in music. As a child, Nav was subject to mild bullying in school and struggled academically. He believed that his true calling in life lay in music. In high school, Nav started learning to produce beats using Logic Pro software. In one of his earliest interviews, way back in 2012, back when he was going by Navraj Beats on Twitter, he stated that he can make anything an artist wants. 3 years later, in mid-2015, Nav got his first big break when Drake used one of Nav's beats for his song Back to Back. In September of the same year, Nav began releasing his own music to SoundCloud. Take Me Simple was one of Nav's earliest hits, earning millions of plays on the platform. In 2016, Nav started doing features with prominent artists in the music industry. Among the first of these collaborations was the song Beebs in the Trap featuring Travis Scott. In September of 2016, Nav released his debut mixtape entitled The Introduction. And 5 months later, in February 2017, Nav signed with EXO and Republic Records. Nav has released multiple projects since then, and has collaborated with many top-tier hip-hop artists, such as Gucci Mane, Lil Uzi, 21 Savage, and Metro Boomin. In 2018, Nav received the Breakthrough Artist of the Year award at the Juno Awards. Let's get into the cook-up. I opened up this pad in Omnisphere, and I'm going to lay down some chords in the scale of D-flat minor. Here's what I came up with. I opened up these bells in Omnisphere, and I laid down this melody. I opened up this patch in Omnisphere to layer parts of the last melody. I laid down a snare. I added another snare. I made this hat pattern. I laid down an open hat. I made this kick pattern. I found this bass sample on Reddit, and I made this bass line. Here's what the drums sound like all together. Alright, now it's time to write some lyrics. Nav's lyrics tend to focus on 1. Recreational drug use, lean, perks, Adderall, etc. 2. Expensive clothes, cars, jewelry, etc. 3. The Six. 4. He's a brown boy. Nav's delivery tends to be monotone, but somewhat melodic. I'm adding some automation to the beat. First, I'm going to automate a low pass on the drums. Next, for the intro part of the beat only, I'm putting this low pass on all the melodic elements. I'm also going to automate a tape stop effect. As for vocal mixing, my mixing is essentially the same as usual, except I'm adding a lot of saturation to 2 kHz and above. I'm also adding the pitcher plugin with a somewhat fast retune speed, and I'm EQing slightly differently here. I'm not cutting out nearly as much of the lows as I normally would. I've been getting feedback saying that I cut way too much of the lows, so I'm just gonna see how this sounds and you guys can let me know in the comments. And just a disclaimer, I'm not attempting to do an outright impression of Nav. I'm just attempting to approximate his style by emulating some of his flows and subject matter found within his lyrics. With all of that out of the way, let's see what we've come up with.
Bitches on my dick, they on my dick now. After we gon' fuck, they getting kicked out. I got enemies all in the 6 now. I got lots of shooters with the big rounds. Nowadays I'm only rocking Goyard and Supreme. Fucking on your bitch, she on my dick, she off a beam. I seen all these people plotting on me, making schemes. Fucking with my dream and we gon' put your ass to sleep. Ain't no other brown boy in the game that rap like me. If you wanna feature, then you gotta pay the fee. Drinking activists about to make me take a sleep. Had to pop this addy just to wake up from the lean. Bitches on my dick, they on my dick now. After we gon' fuck, they getting kicked out. I got enemies all in the 6 now. I got lots of shooters with the big rounds.
This Nav song, it's not good.